So why is British politics so boring? You could say it's the electoral system, you could say it's just the British temperate, or you could blame it on the past Prime Ministers for being so boring. If you take the Netherlands, for example, they've got some quite interesting people. If you take France, they've got some really quite interesting people. Now, their primary people, François Hollande, Nicolas Sarkozy, are pretty boring. But if you look at their third parties, Jean-Luc Mélenchon or Jean-Marie Le Pen even, they're interesting. They might be extremists and idiots, but they're interesting. And British politics seems to have quite boring idiots. I mean, William Hague, Nigel Farage, George Galloway, they're pretty boring idiots. If you're going to have idiots, then just have interesting ones. Have ones that shout loudly. Have ones that really make themselves look like idiots, rather than just having dull ones. Australian politics, in their House of Commons, they have some really quite bad jokes. They have bits of paper that make fun of them. They even had a cardboard cutout of their Prime Minister once. We would never do that. The most entertaining things our politicians do, outside of scandals, is shout at each other from a very short distance apart, in quite a small room full of lots of other Prime Ministers, sounding a lot like sheep. That isn't really entertaining, that's just embarrassing. I mean, at least we're not America. In America they have extremely boring politicians. They don't have any sort of funny politicians at all. But in other European countries, or Australia as I pointed out before, they have some quite interesting politicians, and I think we should aspire to have politicians as interesting as they do. The Monster Raving Loony Party isn't really a proper political party. I'm glad that it exists, but it's never going to be represented in Parliament, and you want your idiots in Parliament. It's better to have them in there than out amongst the rest of us.